My name is Jackie, and my speech today is the solution to fossil fuels. Imagine millions of bacteria possessing the momentous feat to synthesize biofuels over the course of a few hours, enough to fuel a car. Bacteria is beginning to gain more attention in its value to the business field than to the scientific area. Bioengineering has advanced at an accelerating rate to give wake to the possibility to use E. coli to synthesize biofuels. They have the potential to efficiently create fuels capable of burning in the average car. The scientific community is creating a leeway to fix human blunders regarding the dependence on the importation of crude oil from foreign nations and regain American independence. Many organizations in the past have publicized the startling statistics and issues prevalent from the excess burning of oils. Since the 1920s, America has burned over 135 billion tons of oil till today. The country's rate of oil consumption could deplete all known sources by 2052. With such an enormous rate of fossil fuel grabs, human reliance of non-renewable resources as the foundation of cities' energy sources harms both man and living organisms. Natural habitats are vulnerable to the exploitation on man's quest for more oil. Thousands of organisms are on the verge of extinction from desperate hunts for the reserves. The oil craze increases the risk of terrorism from oil-rich Middle Eastern countries. America is under the threat of a coup d'etat of maintaining the status of a first world power. OPEC's power of oil prices has caused American decline regarding the control of economic stability, along with the assurance of the nation's rank. Enough is enough. Technological innovations have contributed to the growing importance of crude oil. During the Roaring '20s, when Henry Ford mass-produced the Model T, he created commercialism on the affordability and usefulness for cars. The Model T reinvigorated the need for the country to consume gas. The growing rate of the nation's consummation quickly depleted most of the domestic reserves, and America began to rely on Middle Eastern sources. Cars helped spark the continuation of Western expansion to urban and rural areas. The continuation of migration created small towns dependent on transportation of medical supplies, produce, and clothing. The convenience of car travel allowed people to live in different places, and living further away from work increases the burning of fossil fuels. As the human population begins to grow exponentially, the high rate of fossil fuel burning increases the rise of greenhouse gas emissions. The shocking chain reaction has increased Earth's global temperature and endangers many undiscovered species. Small differences in temperature, such as a 0.5 degree Celsius change, could destroy sensitive habitats and bleach coral reefs. Burning excess fossil fuels is unleashing these catastrophic events. Desperation of finding more sources of dinosaur fuel drove man to drill in the oceans. Drilling in the oceans is hazardous, even with the extreme precautions. Several oil spills, such as the BP spill in 2008, has destroyed and affected hundreds and thousands of wildlife till today. The harmful effects are still strongly influencing a change in that ecosystem. Oil dependence has resorted to dangerous forms of getting hold of oil. Terrorism could be linked to the need for that oil. In the Cold War, when the USSR occupied regions nearby America's precious oil reserves, the nation overthrew the national leaders. It upset many nations and resented the U.S. for doing so. It caused the international animosity towards the U.S. and threatens the future of its citizens. A chain reaction has set in place, which can be changed. Scientists have proposed a groundbreaking, innovative idea. Promote bioengineered bacteria that are hypersensitive, the state of being dependent on nutrients or organisms present in order to survive, to their environment, to decrease their variance level. Bacteria biofuel could use carbon dioxide to incorporate chains of useful fuel. It reduces carbon in the atmosphere, which makes it better for the biomes around the globe. Burning fuels are carbon neutral, which helps reduce the deterioration of the ozone layer and the melting of the polar ice caps, supporting the cause of decreasing the need for oil, promoting the importance of biofuel, and eradicating most skepticism of people. Organizations need to cooperate to allow the general public to be environmentally aware of their surroundings. Biofuels hold a potential to help reduce the glutinous oil mistake. Humans still have the ability to reverse corporate blunders and jumpstart society on an environmentally clean path to the future. Countries are constantly in the race to be the top dog. Oil could be the weak link that collapses America's rank as a world power if the citizens do nothing now.